Sagaji TV. Welcome back to Sagaji TV, and you're watching another edition of Transforming My Backyard Space. Now what you see is the area of which I'm trying to transform. This is day 11 of doing all this by myself, trying to make it look pretty. Today I'm doing a garden in this area over here. I did make a trip to Home Depot. I just wanted to show you that real quick because I did record it. Now for right here, what you see me doing is making my garden beds. So I'm making three sets of garden beds, and I got the idea to do tiered garden beds. I've always wanted to do it instead of just like some random boxes. I wanted to do levels to it. Now I'm not making these beds big because I'm not trying to buy all that dirt, but yeah, these are my garden beds. Now they're each 4 feet long, I want to say, and then 2 feet wide, but the configurations are different for them. So right now what I want to do is, protect the space between the grass growing up into the garden. So I ran out of reed barrier, but for the last month, I think, I've been like collecting cardboard because I knew I was going to do this project. So what I did is went ahead and laid down all the all the cardboard. There we go. First, and then I placed the what little wheat barrier I had left on top. Now I do also have this trim, but again, I ran out of it. I had bought 100 feet of trim, and I created a patio space with a gazebo, and I used it for the trim for the mulch, so I kind of ran out of it. But I was like, I'm not buying more. It costs like $30-40, so I'm just use what little I have to encase the front. And then I start putting down the mulch. I don't know what's going on with Home Depot right now, but they're really having some good sales going on. So originally mulch was like 4 for $10, but now it's like 5 bags for $10, so that's good. I have I got 3 different types of soils. I got regular soil, because I know they say this is a fruits and vegetable garden, by the way. I know you're not supposed to use any regular soil, but at the same time, these vegetable garden bags of soil are way too not expensive, but they cost more than just regular topsoil or whatever. So I thought, you know what, the earth been growing vegetables and fruits without us for hundreds of thousands of years. Now we gotta make sure we use some special kind of composted dirt to grow fruits and vegetables. Forget that. So I was like, I'm gonna just use topsoil and mix it with the specific vegetable garden, type of soil. That way I don't have to, think about it too much. I mean, either it's going to grow or it's not. So I kind of blended them because I feel like it kind of is a scam getting all these different types. I mean, getting a specific type of dirt for specific type of stuff. Dirt is dirt. So, yeah, so that's what you see me doing, kind of mixing the two, because I think the vegetable bags cost like $6 while the topsoil costs $2 and some change. So there's a major difference. So right here, I got these buckets that I want to basically put trees in. I don't want to plant any trees actually in the ground. Yes, this is my house. Mortgage is being paid here, not rent. So I could plant a tree into the ground and not think twice about it, but I don't want it. I want to be able to, if I decide I don't want it anymore, I can remove it, you know what I mean? So I'm going to I plan basically for the tree to stunt itself and just stay in the little bucket. So I've had this peach tree for a couple of years, honestly, and the freeze, we've been having a lot of freezes in Texas. So it's killed off the leaves multiple times because it was much bigger at one point. But I'm tearing some of these leaves off because I accidentally broke them when I tried to transform them. And in the other bucket, I do want to put in a cherry tree, while the tree you just saw that's in there is a peach tree. So right here, I decided, you know what? This was a fluke. I was like, I have all this leftover board from when I built my concrete frame. Let's recycle and use it for something else. So I decided I'm going to make myself like a little bench to go in my garden bed. So I went ahead and, like, you know, start cutting the wood pieces to the for the legs. So the legs are 1 feet each, just 1 feet each board. Yep, so I'm just trying to get this all lined up. Now, the next part you are about to see is me trying to show you guys how sturdy it is. I didn't bother like bracing the corners or anything because I'm just going to be sitting on it from here time to time. I do go ahead and sand it. I do have a smaller sander, but I wanted to make this as quick as possible. And I wasn't caring for it to be as like super duper smooth. Right here, I decided to make the corners of this 3-tiered on this particular garden bed because I have this grapevine that needs at least like, I don't know, like 1.5 feet to be able to go at least 1.5 feet deep. So I went ahead and make this space 3-tiered so I can put my grapevine on this end. Yeah, I got this. I think I got this from Walmart. I'm not actually expecting much from it, but I just want to plant it just to plant it. I know it takes like years for grapes to grow, and so hey, the instructions told me to spray down the roots or whatever and put it in there. So I went ahead and put it in there. Got it all snug, and then of course if it's a grapevine it needs something to climb to. So I did film myself staining this chair, but I couldn't find the footage, so I'm like, whatever. I stained my little chair with this brown gray vibe. Over here I got my greenhouse where I started trying to plant plants, and they were doing fine at some point, but I kept the greenhouse closed too much and it got really hot in here. This is a strawberry root right here, but this is tomatoes, and down here there's like 3 different plants. I don't know how that happened, but whatever. So I'm going through all my seeds to see what I want to plant where. I have like everything from melons to bell peppers and jalapenos and all the good stuff that you eat usually on a daily basis. So I'm just going in and planting it. I did transfer the plants I did have from the greenhouse over. I don't know how well they'll do because I did kind of rip some of the vines and possibly stunt some of the spaces. So did I label everything where I put it all? No, but I don't care. Whenever it grows in, I'll find out what it is. I watered the space, kind of saturated it, getting the plants the juice they need. Yep. Now, this next part is I have this like old trellis thing, but it's not the shape I wanted, so I wanted to make it like a trellis wall when it's more like a trellis point, or like angle or V shape. So I went ahead and cut them apart and then linked them together, and then I took some string because the spaces are a little too wide for my liking, so I took some compostable string. I think it's made out of straw. I don't 100% remember, but just some old string I had, and I tied it around and made more closer spaces. Then I took some scrap wood that I had and pinned it to the corners, or I sharpened the points and then stabbed them into the ground. That way we can give this trellis a little bit more strength. And then I stapled the trellis to the wood. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far, but we are not done because we are on day 12. I had to make a trip to Home Depot to collect some bricks. This was pulling them. These bricks were actually on sale for 25 cents each. They originally was 58 cents, so I thought, ooh, that's a good deal. So essentially I got about 60 bricks, and I calculated it. When I say I calculated it perfectly, I used every single brick and I needed not a single more. So for 60 bricks I paid 15 bucks. After taxes I think it was like $16. So that was ideally perfect. So I'm going around this edge and placing them. I'm thinking about painting them a different color. I'm not sure. I kind of like the color, but I kind of also want it to pop over here in this area. But at the same time, it does match the bench that I made. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. So this is the before, and here is the after. So yeah guys, I really enjoyed doing this project. I will keep you guys posted or updated on how all the vegetables start growing in, but for now that is concluding the video. I'll check you guys out on my next video.